Right, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Clutch. Back again with another video. I just want to quickly say before this video, I just can't believe all the support that's been going on recently. We've somehow gained 50 subs in 2 days, which for a channel of my size is crazy. I just wanted to quickly say I appreciate all the support. Obviously, you guys have been going absolutely crazy. So let's keep it up. You know, we're not far off that 1K goal. I'd really appreciate it. So thank you guys a lot for all the support. So today we're going to be doing 4-4-2 tactics, but on the new patch. So how I think you should be playing it with the new patch. Now there's a lot of big changes. So there are some adjustments in the tactics. I'll go through them as I'm kind of talking about it. But yeah, hopefully this obviously can really help you guys out. I think a lot of people are struggling to find their feet at the moment on the new patch. It did only come out yesterday, but I've managed to get a good 20-30 games in, so I can't understand how I need to play this already. Unfortunately, it's not that great, but obviously if you guys are wanting the most wins you can get, I have to give you guys that opportunity. But yeah, before we get into the video, like I said, drop a like, drop a comment, let me know what you guys want to see in the future. Just let me know if there's any improvements I can make to the videos. I would really appreciate it. Turn the notification bell on. I'm trying to upload as much as I can at the moment. There's a lot going on, but I am trying my best. And yeah, just drop a sub. You know, we're not far off that 1K goal, and I would really appreciate it. I'm really enjoying uploading on YouTube right now. So let's keep the momentum going. Right, so like as usual we do with these videos, we're going to go from defensive to attacking, and I will talk you through, as I always do, the tactics, why I choose them, and also the instructions why I choose them. So we will start off with the ultra defensive. So like I said, this is the usual holding the lead. We don't want to concede a goal. Obviously, I know this isn't going to be something that some of you guys want to see me uploading. Maybe you think I'm trying to influence my audience to play this kind of way, but I owe it to you guys as a content creator and as a pro player to give you guys the best way to win games. So that is why I'm uploading it, alright? So don't hate me, please. So defensive style, drop back. Now, I feel like this one's pretty obvious. It's just get everyone back and bloody defend. I think that I don't like drop back being in the game, but if it's there, I want you guys to try and get the most wins you can in FUT Champs, so you guys can get those good rewards, especially with Team of the Year coming up this Friday. I will try and get some pack content up on the channel, so drop a like if you want that. If we hit, say, 50 likes, I'll upload some packs of Team of the Year. So yeah, so the width, we are on 3 now. I'm just basically getting all my team to tuck in. Basically, I want them to all be holding hands, locking arms, and defending the hell out of that goal. We don't want the goalie to be doing anything. We want those AR blocks just jumping in and saving our asses like it happens on FUT Champs. I know you guys all know the feeling. So the depth is 2. I feel like because of this new patch, I feel like it's not as big of a deal to kind of have everyone back right now. Obviously, it's not ideal and it's not fun to play against. But like I said, I'm trying to get you guys the most wins you guys can get, and unfortunately, this is going to be it. If you're holding a 1-0 lead into the 88th minute, trying to hold the game, this is what you should be switching to. Oh my god, I keep doing this. Sorry. So, offensive style is long ball. I've spoke about this tactic a lot on my channel. I think it's really underused and undervalued, and I think it is really good, especially if you have a team worth a decent coin amount. Obviously, I will talk you guys through what this tactic does. So it says the team will make runs for long balls into space behind the opposing back line or up to a target man. Strikers who are fast with a good attacking and positioning attribute are the best at this tactic. So as I explained, generally the players that are higher rated and cost more have higher attacking positioning, and as this tactic says, basically the higher your attacking positioning, the more you benefit from this tactic. Now it is a really good way to kind of go from back to front if we're playing this drop back style and basically trying to boot the ball at the other end of the pitch. If you've got those Mbappes and Ronaldos, long ball is really overpowered. Now width is 3. Like I said before, I just want everyone locking arms, getting back, defending. Obviously this is the offensive one, but I don't want them breaking their shape, so that is why they're on 3. Players in the box is 2 because I'm not trying to score. I'm trying to defend at this point. But obviously, if the counter arises, I still want it on 2, not 1, just so at least there's someone in the box. And then corners are 1 and free kicks are on 1. Like I said, I want as many people back. I don't want any opportunities of counter attacks on set pieces. Obviously, when someone's trying to press the ball, they may foul you. So set pieces probably happen more in that kind of time than anywhere else. So to make sure you're covered on the counter attack. Now let's go into the instructions. Both of them are on getting behind both of my strikers. Obviously, ignore who are in the positions of these players. It doesn't matter. I just haven't switched them all around yet. But so both of the strikers are on getting behind because I want them to make those offensive runs. But also they're both on come back on defence because I need them to defend. Because like I said, we're trying to hold a lead. So both of them on come back on defence. Everyone's going to be on come back on defence, to be honest, guys. I know you guys don't want to hear that because I know it's probably not the funnest thing to play against. But that's just what we've got to do to win these games. You know, we're trying to get those elites, those even gold 3s, whatever you're aiming for, whatever that next level up is for you. This is maybe what you need to do. Don't feel ashamed. It's what us pros do to win games. It's what everyone does to try and win the most they can. So don't feel ashamed about it. There's nothing wrong with it. So that's why I've got them both on getting behind, come back on defence. Now both of my wingers again come back on defence. I want them defending. I do have them both on getting behind, so if we do win the ball back, then a lot of the time if you're at this point in the game, a lot of people will be playing constant pressure, and usually that causes the fullbacks to really bomb up the pitch or even tuck into the middle. So usually the left mid and right mid have just infinite runs available. So that is why I have them both on getting behind, especially with that long ball tactic. Trust me, it works. Now, both of the CDMs are both on stay but while attacking. Both of them want to stay on the edge of the box or cross. I don't want them bombing into the box. Like I said, I want them to be careful with the counter attack, so that's why they're both on stay on the edge of the box or cross. And then I should have them both on cover centre. I'm not sure why they're on cover wing, but there you go. So yeah, I want them both on cover centre because, like I said, I've got the left mid, right mid, left back, right backs covering those wide spots. We don't need any more support there. And then I've got both of the fullbacks on stay back while attacking and the whole defence on stay back while attacking. So nothing surprising there. But yeah, so this is the ultra defensive one. Now this next one, the defensive, this is one of the two that I would play from the start of the game. Now this one and the attacking one will both be like that. A lot of the time I'll go to this one first, and then if I realise that the person I'm playing against is maybe holding the possession a bit more, or on the opposite is pressing a bit more, maybe I'll switch to the other one to try and counter that. What you've got to be aware of on this game is switching your tactics to counter your opponent. Everyone plays different, so don't play the same way all the time because that is why you will lose games. So defensive style is on balance. Like I said, this is a pretty standard one. I don't want anything too crazy happening. I do want that on 4 though, not 5. So yeah, the defensive width is on 4. I think because obviously there's been a massive patch to the step overs, and obviously team press has had a patch and shot cancel has been patched. I think width isn't as important anymore, and a lot of people will just be trying to pass the ball a lot now because just skill moves in general, bar the bridge, aren't nowhere near as effective as they have been early on in the game. So that's why I've just slightly adjusted it down, just so we can try and avoid those quick passing plays, people just spamming 1-2s and the A button. We know it. We all know that guy just spams the A button, doesn't really know where it's going, and eventually it works out for him. So that's why we've got it a bit like this, just a bit narrower, just so we can try and counteract that. Now the depth is on 3. Usually I would have this on 4, but just because of this new style of playing where it's basically just spamming through balls, I've got it on 3 just so the defenders can try and cover that space in behind a bit more. Obviously, if you want it on 4 still, I understand that's what I usually play, but 3 is what I've been kind of messing around with since the new patch. Obviously, this could be all subject to change, but for now, obviously, I wanted to get this out for you guys as quick as I could, because I know you guys are at the moment struggling to kind of figure out where to go with this game. Now, the offensive style, again, is on balance. Like I said, this is a pretty standard one. I'm just trying to keep the shape of my formation, trying to figure out how my opponent's playing. So I'm not trying to change too much up right now. So like I said, this is a pretty blank canvas version, so don't expect anything too crazy from this one. The width is on 3. Now, this applies for exactly why I've got my defensive width down, because skill moves aren't as effective anymore. Passing the ball is. So creating those passing links between the left mid, the centre mid, and the left striker will be really, really good. Or vice versa on the right side, it will be a lot better than it probably would have been post patch or pre-patch. Sorry. So that is why the width is on 3. There's no other reason. Otherwise, I would still have it back on 4 where I usually would. Now the players in the box is on 6. Obviously, you guys know I like to have an attacking centre mid. I don't like having 2 DMs. I think it makes it really clunky in the midfield, and it makes it really hard to distribute the ball. I have Dennis Bergkamp, who plays as that attacking midfielder for me, so having 6 players in the box, as you can see there, it pushes one of those centre mids into the box to make those attacking runs. So that is why that is on 6. Corners is on 2. I want to score corners, but also I don't want to get counter-attacked, so that's why it's only on 2. And then free kicks is on 1, because I just shoot from free kicks. I never really do anything too crazy, so I'd rather be protected on the counter attack. So both of our strikers are on get in behind. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory at this point. Like I said, through ball spamming is just unfortunately a thing at the moment. That's just what people are doing. I don't have them on stay forward because I want them to still be able to link up, like I said, with the left mid and the centre mid. So I want them to drop a little bit. I don't want them to push too high up. It can create a lot of mess that I just don't need or want. So that is why that's the only reason why I have them on balance instead of stay forward. If they still did drop back a bit on stay forward, then I would probably go with that. But that's why I have it on balanced. Now the wingers, this is my pretty standard winger setup. I have it on cut inside because, like I said, especially with this new style of playing, I want my wingers to kind of cut in. Like I want them to try and build up that passing play, like I was saying on the tactic earlier. So that is why they're both on cut inside. I've got them on getting behind. Obviously, like self-explanatory, this through ball spamming is just ridiculous. So that is why they are on getting behind. And then I have them on getting the box across. Now, as you guys know, I speak about this all the time. So please use them. They're overpowered. We need to get those wins in foot champs, all right? So RBX or R1 square crosses, ridiculously overpowered. I score so many goals. So that's why both of the wingers are on getting the box across. And if I could do it with everyone, I would. So now we've got the centre mid. So we're going to go to the defensive mid first. So we've got the stay back while attacking. Like I said, I want them trying to defend and protect the team. Stay on the edge of the box across because I don't want to make any attacking runs. And then cover centre because I've got 4 options out wide. I don't need any more. There isn't a lot of cover in the middle. So that's why I've got them on cover centre. That is actually not right. There we go. So then the other midfielder I have on balanced attack because, like I said, I do want them being a bit more aggressive, a bit more attacking. And then I have the midfielder and get into the box across because, like I said, I just want him. I want him attacking for the most part when I'm on the ball. And then I have it on cover centre. Like I said, 4 options out wide. Don't need any more out there. And then both of the fullbacks are on stay but while attacking. So that's been the defensive one. Like I said, this is the pretty blank canvas style. This is where I'd start off the game to kind of figure out how everyone's playing. So nothing too crazy here. Now, this is the attacking one. Like I said, this is a bit more. This is still what I would use on a normal game. Just depending on how my opponent's playing. So it just gives you a bit more of an alternate switch up. So yeah. So defensive style, press after possession loss. I'll quickly read what the tactic says. Obviously, this is I've explained this to you guys before, but for any new viewers, it is after your team loses possession of the ball, your teammates will press the ball for approximately 7 seconds. This will affect your player fatigue, and your players could be out of position if you don't win it back during this time. Now, like I always say, there's a lot of pros and cons to this. Obviously, you can win the ball high up at the pitch, and I've scored plenty of goals by doing that. But like it says, it can drag your players out of position. And in 4-4-2, where you only have 2 midfielders, this can cause issues. So I want you guys to be aware of that. So if maybe you're not prepared to take that risk, maybe put it down to pressure and heavy touch if you still want to press the ball. But that's the reason I like using press after possession loss. I'm a very press heavy kind of player. So that is why I have that. Now, that again should be down a bit. I must have just quickly flipped that by accident. So again, full width, I want them a bit narrower, with just the way everyone's going to be playing this new patch. Now this, I do have the depth back up to 4 on this, because like I said, this is a bit more aggressive, and I feel like if my whole team's pressing the ball and then my defence are too far back, it causes a massive gap in the middle of the pitch, and it gives their attackers way too much freedom. So that is why I'm back up to 4 depth on this one. Now we are onto the offensive style. So this is fast build up. So this tactic pushes players forward for a faster build up. If you lose possession of the ball, you could find yourself open to a counter attack. Now, just like with the press after possession loss, there are pros and cons to this. It is really, really good attacking. It gives you a lot of options, but also it does drag people out of position. So you have to be aware of that and decide if that's what you want to be doing. But yeah, fast build up for me is really nice. So, and I always use fast build up. If you guys have watched my videos before, you would know I love a fast build up. So the width is 3, because like I said, I want them narrow. I want them making those passing plays. I don't want them too far away from each other. With this new patch where they've patched step overs and shot cancels and basically anything that stop the AI from screwing you over. So that is why I've got it on 3 width. And then again, player in the box is 6, because I want that attacking midfielder. Corners and free kicks are 2 and 1. I'll briefly go over the instructions, but they are the same as the last ones, so there isn't much to talk about. So like I said, getting behind on both strikers because I want them to make those through ball runs. Cut inside on both wingers because I want them building up play more. Getting behind because I want them to use those through balls to create some chances, and then both of them get into the box for cross. With those RBXs or R1 squares. Now the only difference with these is I've got them both on conservative interceptions. It's because that saves stamina, and in general it means that they're not as aggressive. I'm just doing this to try. I'm just trying it out to see if I can score more goals. It's worked well so far, but if you want to turn that off, obviously that's completely fine. As last one, the attacking support, my attacking DM's on balanced, get into the box for cross and cover centre. Like I said, I want him making those attacking runs. And then my defensive DM is on stay back while attacking and stay on the edge of the box for cross instead of getting to the box because I don't want him going anywhere near the goal. And then all the defenders all on stay back while attacking. So like I said, it's very, very similar to the last one. That's why I briefly went over it instead of went into detail because there's no need because you've just heard it. So last one, ultra attacking. Now this is if you're a couple goals down, trying to win the ball but trying to score goals. So this is what I would be doing. I'm going to knock that width down a little bit because like I said, we want them a bit narrower. So constant pressure, obviously this tactic will put higher pressure over opposing players on the field. This tactic may leave your team vulnerable as your players become increasingly fatigued, leading them to be pushed out of position. This is obviously the risk you're taking because you're a couple goals down. I feel like this is pretty obvious, but sometimes it's just what you need to do to try and win the ball. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot to say about constant pressure. That's just what you're doing when you're a couple goals down and trying to win the game. Width is 4. Like I said, I want them narrower, creating those passing plays. We've spoke about this already. With this new patch, skill moves aren't as influential, so passing is more influential. The depth is 8. I'm just pressing the hell out of the ball, so I want them as high as possible. Obviously, you can tinker with it and find what suits you best, but 8 is just what I'm trying right now. Just because it's absolute chaos, really, and it gives you a great chance to win the ball back. Obviously, like I've just spoke about, fast build-up, a lot of pros and cons, but it is a great way to kind of score goals, and especially when you're losing, it can be a really, really good way to try and win, get back into the game. Now, the width is 1. I spoke about this on past videos. Obviously, I have it on 1 because I almost want this to play like a narrow 4-1-2-1-2. Now, obviously, I'm big brain, and I predicted this before the patch, apparently. So this is what I would have done anyway if I hadn't have started it, because passing is so much more influential now with this new patch, so that is why the width is down to 1. And we're going to be just trying to ping the ball around and do what we can. Now, players in the box is 7. I don't want it any higher than that because I feel like it'll overload the box and then it'll actually probably create less opportunities for us. I feel like some people just whack it up to 10 when really that's just not necessary. So that's why I'm on 7. Corners is 3. I just want the box slightly more stacked, but I still want to be covered on the counter because I don't want to concede more goals. And then free kicks is still on 1 because at the end of the day, I'm still just shooting, so there's no need to do anything more than that. Now, both of the strikers are on getting behind. As usual, like I've explained, through balls, very overpowered. But this time, I do have both of the strikers on stay forward. Now, this is because of the rest of the team's tactics, so it'll make sense. Like I said, I do want them as high up the pitch as possible, so that's why they're both on stay forward. Now, I will go to the wingers. So both of the wingers are on stay forward, like I said. So this is why it makes a bit more sense because the whole team's higher up the pitch. So I've got both wingers on stay forward, and then, like I said, cut inside because I want them to build up passing plays more. Get in behind because I want them to make those runs in between the fullback and the centre back because through balls are just stupidly overpowered. Get into the box for cross because the R1 X crosses R1 square crosses or RBXs are very overpowered. And then I also have aggressive interceptions because I want them to try and win the ball back as much as they can. So that's why they're both on aggressive interceptions. Now, one of my midfielders is on get forward, get into the box for cross, cover centre. Obviously, like I said, I want them to try and score goals. So that's why I want that DM to try and score goals, so that's why he's on getting to the box for cross. And then this one, I've just got him on balance, not on stay back on both, because I do want him higher up the pitch still. I don't want him too far back and causing a weird gap in the team, but also I don't want him making those attacking runs into the box and overloading the box, like I said. So that is why both of them are they're just slightly further up. They're not anything too crazy. Both of the centre backs on stay back while attacking, obviously, and then both of the fullbacks are enjoying the attack. I'm just, like I said, we're trying to have as many attacking options as possible. So that is why we have that. But listen, guys, this has been me. Hopefully this helps you guys out with a new patch. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Also, let me know in the comments if there's any formations you want me to do now with the new patch that maybe you're feeling a bit lost with and you need the help. Like I said, we're just, the growth recently has been absolutely crazy. If you can, please sub. We're on the road to 1K. We're not far off at all, especially with the rate we're going at. So yeah, I'd really appreciate it. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. I try and be as in-depth as I can for you guys. So yeah, drop a like, turn the notification bell on so you know when I'm uploading. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Alright, boys. Peace.